Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome to IT Snippets. Today I'm going to continue my budget YouTuber camera equipment kind of playlist, and today I'm going to unbox a Geekam 4K HD. Let's get started. I'm even prepared, I've got a knife this time. As you can see right from the presentation, they're going after the GoPro look. It has a dual screen in the front, so we've got our lens, or rather it has a dual screen, not in the front. There's one on the front, just like in the GoPro. You've got your lens at the front and a screen on the back. I believe the screen is 2 inches on the back. Yep, a 2-inch screen on the back. The specification reads as a 2.4G remote. Comes with remote, that's always good. A waterproof case. It does 4K 30, 2.7K 30, 1080p 60 or 1080p 30. It does 720p at 120 frames per second. That's pretty decent for a cheap camera. This is only about £50 here in the UK, $50-ish in the US. View angle is 170 degrees, input outputs micro USB port and HDMI. It uses micro SDHC cards, which are not included, and I'm presuming this is millimeters, 59.3 millimeters by 21.4 by 41.1. It has built-in 802.11b, G and N wireless. On the opposite side of the box here, it tells you the video that I've just went through, the video resolutions it supports and the frame rates. It has a 12 megapixel still camera. It's waterproof up to 30 meters, built-in Wi-Fi, does 4K video, a 2-inch screen. It supports multi-languages, 170 lens, HDMI port and long-lasting battery. Get a better view of that. That's the specifications that I read on the back. And on the opposite side it says inside the box we have a waterproof housing, a frame, a handlebar pole mount, another one that's just labelled mount, and another one that's just labelled mount. And it states it requires a U3 or higher micro SD card. So basically we're talking class 10, but I don't think anybody out here is really going to buy a 4K camera and presume that it's actually going to run at 4K on a class 3, especially when SD cards are so cheap. So let's continue with unboxing. I have to admit, as far as cheap cameras go, this is great presentation. He says nearly dropping it. Take that out. Very nice. Slides off to an empty box. The camera itself is actually mounted in its own little perch. Quite interesting. Okay, so that was slightly different. These aren't directly compatible with GoPros, it looks like. If you look at the feet, you have to push up a little rubber tab, like so, and then you can squeeze the pins in order to slide out of its mount. There's a nice close-up of the camera if it focuses correctly. There we go, I think. The camera itself is pretty unremarkable, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Let's see what other goodies are included. I like the presentation box, I really do. Not the kind of thing you expect for such a cheap camera. And it appears to have quite a bit of accessories. So, empty box. Okay, that's a belt clip mount. Take that out. You place the camera in this and connect to either a tripod or even connect another camera to the top for those of you trying to do fake 3D and such like. You can clip it on to various accessories at the back, and it goes in here without the housing on. Another one of those rubber feet I just mentioned for mounting other things. We have a micro USB cable. Looks to be a reasonable length. I mean, you're not expecting to run these across the house. Got a couple of mounts in this bag. That is a mount for sitting on top of a tripod. Something I've just noticed is that the actual screw-in pins for these, where your pins go to hold it in, the screw-in part's metal. There's actually a nut on there. This one again looks like it's for mounting to a tripod, but you can screw it down here. Or indeed, you can mount that to, for example, the housing mount. Just to keep these two safe, I'm going to actually screw them together. They feel really nice. They don't actually feel like cheap camera components. Here's a directional changer and a screw. Some kind of mounting strap, probably for your wrist, going by the length of it. I'm not going to take that out just now. These are 3M mounts that you'll have seen elsewhere. So they've got 3M sticky pads on the back. One of them is slightly curved, usually for the side of a crash helmet, for example, and the other one is generally flat. A dual battery charger for the phone. For the camera. Now this is interesting. It's a mini tripod. Not the best quality, to be honest. I wouldn't like to put any weight on it, but for the weight of the camera itself, that looks absolutely perfect. And it folds away to next to nothing. That is 4 plastic and 1 metal tether, so you can actually connect it to something and hope it doesn't fall off. I just realised what the strap is for. The strap will be for this. It's a remote camera. On it's basically 2 buttons, one for starting video and one for taking pictures. Let's see if you can better focus on that. We have a Geekam Action Cam manual. Inside it's got pictures of the accessories and what you can actually, how you would actually mount it to certain things. It's in English, Dutch, Spanish, French, Italian, and I'm presuming the last one is Mandarin. Quite look through, it doesn't seem to be in that bad condition. You can record on a 32 gig memory card. Apparently you can record 60 minutes on it. At 1080p you can go 240 minutes. Okay, had to do a little bit of a pit stop there and change my memory card inside my camera. Let's continue with the unboxing. We have another foot mount for the camera. A very dinky looking battery. And a pole or handlebar mount for those of you who want to use it on a motorcycle or on a standard push bike. Interestingly enough, considering the charger charges 2 batteries, I expected it to come with 2 batteries. Let's see if there's one in here. So in order to open it, you pop the front, I think. Oh, no, there's a little switch. So you pull the switch forward. Here. And then, I think you pop This is definitely not a do one-handed job. You push the switch in and you pop it up. Back door opens and the camera should come out. On the front of the camera we have a mode button. On the side we have micro HDMI, micro USB and a micro SD card slot. On the other side we have the Wi-Fi button, and of course there on the front is the 2 screens that are required and the large screen on the rear. It's got a nice kind of rubbery textured feel. The power button and the microphone are on the top. And on the bottom there's just a little area for inserting the battery. There's a little bit of weight to it, not like a ridiculous amount. But let's open it up and see if there's a battery in it as we speak. And there appears to be, so it did come with 2 batteries. Now considering it said you get what 240 minutes out of it, so that's what 60, 120, 240. Between the 2 batteries, if you're only doing 1080p, it reckons that you're going to get 8 hours of recording. If you were doing action camera stuff, that'd be pretty decent. So on the back it says action camera and remote. But nobody really cares about how these things look, they care how they perform. So let's go and get you some footage for that then. If you liked this video, give it a like. If you disliked this video, give it a dislike too. If you get feedback on this or any other videos or suggestions for videos you believe we should do in the future, then please let us know in the comments below. And most of all, thank you for watching.